Good evening, good morning, wherever you are. Welcome back to the Ferrum Fiddlers Festival. It is my great pleasure to announce that we have one more artist for this evening, and we are so grateful that he could come and be with us without geographical boundaries since we are online. And I am very honored to announce Shohei Tsutsumi joining us in concert now. Thank you, Shohei.
Thank you. So, good morning, everyone. Maybe good evening at your place. It's 10 a.m. Sunday morning here in Japan. I'm from Osaka, Japan. I'm actually streaming this concert from my home. So I have to tell you that maybe some cars, kind of coming here and some dogs are barking at them, Please forgive me. This is how the Osaka looks like or sounds like. So maybe you might enjoy some kind of a noise, Anyway, I'm happy to be part of this event. Uh, I really enjoyed doing the judges for the contest, and I also checked the other musicians' concert and also workshops. They did a really great job. And if you go to the Ferrum College the music, Appalachian music kind of a channel, you can actually watch the videos, maybe for a while. So please check them out if you missed them already. So anyway, let me begin my concert. Uh, Actually, I'm gonna play the mountain dulcimer for the first tune. So let's see. I'm gonna play a tune called Sugar in the Gold. So thank you very much. This is the tune called Sugar in the Gold. And I was trying to play like a traditional Galax style, but actually this is a kind of a hybrid uh, Galax style because people used to use like a feather or some kind of really thin stick for the pick, but I use a pick, and I also use a kind of a, manufactured noter. This is the wooden stick to play a note. But I tuned my dulcimer to all the same note, all in D. That's the kind of way that how the Galax style dulcimer player used to play. And now, there's not many people actually playing it. So I want to kind of introduce you to the one of the wonderful traditions of Virginia. And actually, I really love the traditional styles of the Southwest Virginia and also Western North Carolina stuff. So I'm gonna also introduce some of them in this concert. So thank you for joining me and joining for the event. So let's move on to the next tune. Maybe before I talk too much, it's like I'm just talking to myself right now, I'm looking at the camera, so maybe no one gonna stop me, So anyway, okay. So what's next tune? It's Liza Jane. Someone called it a Big Liza Jane, and someone called this Ain't Got Name Low. Sorry, Ain't Got Rain No More. That's how the Roscoe Parish used to call it. Anyway, I can play it. That's ain't got rain no more. Sorry, I haven't spoken English, a lot since I moved back to Japan. So my English has gotten really worse. Apologize. I apologize. Uh, anyway, that's one of my favorite tunes, and actually my Dulcimer idol, Miss Bonnie Russell, played this tune on her record with her family, uh, and I really like that album. And actually, knowing about the Russell family of Galax kind of gave me an opportunity to explore the wonderful world of mountain Dulcimer of the Southwest, Virginia. And I'm kind of proud to say I competed in the mountain Dulcimer competition while I was in the States, and I won a lot of blue ribbons, first places, including the Galax Old Fiddlers Convention. That was 2018 and 2019. And actually, I played some of the Russell family kind of tunes in the arrangement. Today, I want to introduce some of their tradition with some kind of a modern technology. So right now, I gotta move on to some kind of a experimental thing, not the traditional way, but I would say that gonna give you some idea how you can approach to the traditional music in this modern world, or like, contemporary kind of context. Nowadays, actually, I'm using a computer to stream this video. Everything has changed since all the kind of old fiddlers, old musicians used to, like live, So I can use one of the technology. Actually, I did some of the thing in public, but I didn't do this often. And this is some kind of old time karaoke. Japanese people say karaoke, but I think I heard American people pronounce it karaoke or something like that. But anyway, it's a kind of a, music pre-recorded and you play along or sing along. And I gotta do it on my mountain Darushima. I recorded Darushimas and guitars beforehand for this. I hope this gonna work because I have never done this in the like online format. So, but let me see. So this is so just gonna listen to it. Okay, I think I'm good. So the tune I'm gonna play is called the Old Susanna, and maybe it might confuse you with the tune called O Susanna of Stephen Foster. It's a different tune actually. The tune I'm gonna play is really close to a tune called Susanna Girl or Fly Around My Pretty Little Miss. And Old Susanna, that's how the Russell family called it on the album. And I recommend you to go to listen to their original recording from I think it's a Heritage label. Yeah, I think so. In the 70s or somewhere around that. Bonnie mostly plays a Mountain Darushima as a lead, and her brother Roy Russell plays a backup guitar, and their father Roscoe Russell also played Mountain Darushima on some tunes, and other tunes he played the baritone ukulele. Anyway, Old Susanna, Roscoe put a really fantastic twin Darushima ring or something, twin Darushima harmony on it, and I'm actually trying to revitalize it with a karaoke track. So I hope the audio balance might be sounds good, and I think I should just move my panning like this, like channel. Okay, I hope you can listen to it. Okay, so okay, I'm good. So that was all the Sedana. Someone called Fly Around My Pretty Little Me, so a Sedana girl on the Russell family version. And I hope you enjoyed it. Maybe the sound balance not good enough or not. I actually cannot see the stream right now because some audio kind of issues might happen. So I don't want to mess up with them. So I hope you are still listening to me, maybe watching. Yeah, I hope so. So thank you. Um, so next, I'm gonna just change a little bit, change the mood. So I'm gonna switch different instrument. So just give me a second. Okay. So I gonna switch to my fiddle. Okay. And let me introduce myself a little bit because most of you might haven't seen me yet. So my name is Shohei Tsutsumi, and I'm Japanese. And I actually went to a school in Boone, North Carolina, 2016, and I was a student at the graduate school of Appalachian Studies program there. And I mostly stayed in the North Carolina as my kind of a home, but I traveled to some of the Virginia, Southwest Virginia areas for kind of getting to know more about music. And 2018, yeah, I think so, 18, I graduated of the program, and I actually became, I didn't expect it because I saw someone already graduated, but I became the actually first international student of that program. It means in their 40 years of program, no international student actually graduated them. And oddly enough, I became the first one, and now actually they had at least two more Japanese, student, and I think one student is still in the program. So I don't know why, but I kind of, cut the law. So as a Japanese, kind of got into it, and I'm kind of proud of it. Yeah, it's a kind of a good thing to say. I'm the first Japanese and also first international student. But anyway, yeah, okay. So what I wanted to tell you is, yeah. So I lived in the U.S. for 3 years, 2 years in the program, and 1 year kind of doing studying more about the music and the culture. And I met some of the really really great traditional musicians, and one of them is Mr. Thornton Spencer of the White Oak Mountain. Actually, you might have joined the Martha Spencer's flat footing workshop. That's Thornton is Martha's father. He passed away several years, ago, but I I was fortunate enough to meet him and play with him several times, and his fiddling influenced me a lot. Actually, he changed a lot how I would play this traditional music. You know, so this is the tune actually I already knew before I got learned from Sultan, but he kind of changed how I played actually. And this is my favorite tune that he played at Johnson Boys. Maybe volume is good. Let me check. Okay. Okay. you. That was Johnson Boys, and I was influenced by Thornton Spencer. I hope I kind of played like him. I'm not sure. Anyway, I think I had some of the clipping issue. I got the lower my volume. And you may hear some kind of announcing. There's a kind of several cars trying to sell something, or trying to buy some junks, from homes, So maybe you might hear it. So let me move on to a different thing. Okay. So I'm gonna switch to a guitar actually. Let me see. Maybe my audio is still on the right, so I'm gonna have to fix it. Okay. Johnson Boys on the right channel. Okay. And also, for the learning about tradition, I got spend a certain amount of time, learning how to play the old time guitar. And actually, I've been influenced by a guitarist or musician named Chester McMillian. He lives in the Round Peak area, and had he has played a lot with the older generations, like Tommy Jarrell, Fred Cochran, or other people, including people from Virginia, uh, Chester has a really excellent style. You might call, him the kind of a playing like a Mother Mabel Carter of the Carter family, but he has a different style, uh, and I got a chance to, meet him and take some classes with him, and just like stealing his licks by observing in the jam, from the outside or inside in the circle, and actually learning from Chester gave me an idea how to create my own style. Actually, Chester wears a finger this kind of finger pick. He uses a plastic one, but he wears one pick here and also here this way, and he do like this kind of thing. I found, I tried to play like him, so I put my another pick here, but I found I feel more comfortable without a pick and doing like him. And I'm gonna show you, you know, like a kind of maybe how the Chester might play this tune. It's a Keep on the Sunny Side from the Carter family. I kind of try to go somewhere in between Chester's and Mother Mabel Carter's style, but this is my own style, I might say. So keep on the sunny side. Thank you. That was keep on the sunny side. And I might change my instrument maybe. So, okay. I gotta switch to a fiddle, but different one. This is tuned differently. You know, some old fiddlers prefer to tune their fiddle in the kind of open tuning, which kind of makes a really cool sound. And I actually tuned really low because, I haven't played this fiddle for a while. So I kind of might worry about the breaking the strings during my performance. So just tune lower for the kind of a security purpose. If the strings breaks, you're gonna get hit. So you're gonna cut yourself. I don't want to do that. So anyway, I'm gonna play a tune called Fire in the Mountain or Fire on the Mountain, whatever you call it. And this is from the Sheila family of the Patrick County, Virginia. They were recorded in the Bristol session in the 20s, about like 90 years ago. And they didn't record this tune on that session, but after that, some of the folk revivalists visited their home in, I think it's at Meadows of Down area in Patrick County. Uh, and they had this tune recorded. And I actually met some of the descendants, and they became, you know, uh, good friend with me. And, I spent some time in their family ancestor kind of a home in the Patrick County in this one Thanksgiving season, just like a few days, but it was great enough for me. You know, I was really fortunate, to meet them and play with them, got some stories from them. So anyway, I'll play a tune called Fire on the Mountain from the Sheila family. Thank you. So that was a Fire on the Mountain or Fire in the Mountain from the Sheila family of Patrick County. So let me think what I can do next. So I have two more uh, kind of a dulcimer music karaoke thing. So I'm gonna do one. Here's another one, and let me see. Okay, so I'm gonna switch to the guitar again. Give me a second. Okay. tune. Just give me a second. So there's a one only like a commercial record available for the Russell family, but there's several field recordings, and Mr. Kevin Four of the Galax, he the master banjo player, also the really wonderful banjo builder. He gave me a kind of field recording of the Russell family, and they performed in the Washington D.C. I think it's some kind of folk festival, national folk festival or something, in the maybe 70s. And on that concert of the Russell family, they played a tune which was not on the Russell family's, commercial recording. I just mean the commercial is some recording, some LP or record which available. You can buy, the field recordings that someone personally recorded, and that they are not mostly unavailable for public. Anyway, I was fortunate to get one of the Russell family's live performance, and this is from their concert. It's called The Miner's Child, and I think it was a song actually. I forgot, but some of the famous old-time musicians sang this, and their Russell family all did as a instrumental music, so I can just follow them. Let me see. Okay. Mine's a little bit too loud. Okay. Give me oh. Technical issues. Can you hear me? Sorry, I think I have to give up the what I was trying to do because some kind of audio issues going on. So maybe please check my YouTube channel later. I might upload what I was trying to do. But I will actually play a miner's child on the dulcimer. Okay, so okay. Sorry for the chaos actually. Maybe you'll be hearing more noise. Maybe. I think I'm good. So you still hear me, right? Okay, I'm gonna play that tune called The Miner's Child on solo dulcimer arrangement. Okay. was a miner's child, and that's my solo arrangement from the Russell family. They played in the mountain dulcimer, baritone ukulele, and guitar. So I haven't played the baritone ukulele here yet, so I'm gonna switch to that one. So this is actually a really cheap, instrument made in China. I don't remember how much it cost, but about 200 or something. And Roscoe Russell of the Russell family actually made his own. I didn't have a chance to see how it looked like, but he was a instrument maker as well. And there's no video actually available as far as I know. So I have to actually use my imagination, you know, to make me sound like him. And there's only recordings which has a monaural, so all sounds, dulcimer, guitars, and baritone ukulele, and all together, it's really difficult to hear actually what his how he played. I think I got some kind of sense, how he played, and uh, but anyway, I'm kind of trying to learn some stuff from the recordings from people, and if I can't, I'm using my imagination. And now, since I moved back to Japan about 1 year ago, I most spend my time, my musical kind of a time by myself, you know. So it has given me an opportunity to explore by myself. And actually, I'm doing a kind of a, uh, like a, sorry, I just trying to check the comment, I thought that mine's, not well, sorry, I got confused, but anyway, okay, so let me see. What I'm trying to play is my kind of own approach to the traditional music, and I kind of invented, not invented, maybe some people already did, but I found a fantastic way, a cool way to play baritone ukulele. And I'm gonna play a tune called Jimmy Sutton, old Jimmy Sutton, the baritone ukulele on my own arrangement. So that was Jimmy Sutton, the baritone ukulele. And I just checked the comment, and I briefly, okay, and I think I got a really cool comment on my own page or somewhere else. Okay, so, and the person asking whether I'm playing a Japanese Appalachian fusion music. I may do, and let me see. I'm gonna switch to. I did some little bit, arranging the Japanese traditional old tune to an Appalachian instrument, and let me try it. Okay, so this is actually kind of my family tradition, maybe, if you can say. My mother's side's grandmother is from Nagasaki, and I'm from Osaka. So they're really, kind of far away from each other. But Nagasaki is one of the place, uh, it has a really wonderful uh, regional styles actually. In Japan, it's really small. There's tons of many traditional regional styles. Maybe I haven't, not familiar with yet. There's so many. And actually, there's a one old song called Dendera Ryu, uh, which is a really short kind of a tune. You can maybe say just one part or something. And let me see. I haven't practiced this, for this, so I can't recall the lyric, but it says, like,でんでら竜が出てくるばってんでんでら竜が出てこんけんこんこられんけんこられらけんけんこんこん That's it. You can just repeat it. It's kind of a children, song. You kind of play with hands, doing things, and it's actually kind of speaking about the dragon. I think it's a dragon. Ryu is a dragon, maybe. I read some books about the difference between Western dragon and Japanese Ryu, but I just confused. So just forgive me if I am wrong. But I'm gonna play the Dendera Ryu on the dulcimer, and it's actually really matched to the instrument. Just forgive me. I think I have to practice it. But anyway, that's how you could play the kind of melody on the dulcimer. I have to really work on. Maybe I'll upload a kind of a complete version of this tune on the dulcimer to my channel sometime pretty soon. So just forgive me. This is my assignment actually. So it's actually traditional kind of tune. Uh, and my grandma actually kind of taught me, when I was young. And yeah, that's kind of something special because in Osaka, it's a kind of really, urban, really developed. So most people do not think that the traditions actually exist in the city, you know. Actually, it's kind of true, but it's not true. There's several regional kind of music and cultures here in Osaka too. But, I kind of fortunate enough so that I can kind of find a kind of a connection to Japanese culture from my grandma's kind of a family heritage. So, okay, so I have to work on the more on the Japanese and Appalachian fusion kind of a stuff. That's a really actually interesting thing. Yeah. So, I think I should maybe play the one more tune and then quit. I think Emily gonna come back to say something, but let me play another the last one. And okay, what should I play? Okay, so I'm gonna play again on the Hiroshima. And there's a lot of Mississippi soya kind of variations, and they are really interesting. Some has a kind of different chord progression. Some has different melodies. And actually, the Bonnie Russell, she played a really like a unique way, and I gonna try to play like her. And let me see, how did she play? Let me move my headphone. It's here. Okay. So I'm gonna play the Mississippi Sawyer, and that's my last tune for this concert. So thank you for watching and listening to me, and give me a comment. Maybe I gonna respond to you later. You know, but let me play the tune. So that's it. Thank you for very much for joining us and spending time with me and with other musicians. I really appreciate the Ferrum College and that music program, especially Emily. She invited me to join here, and I was so happy, and I enjoyed it. I had a few kind of technical issues, but that's a good experience. So I hope to see you or maybe meet you in person when the pandemic is over. So, if you can travel freely, I think I'm definitely sure we can meet in person and talk with you. So thank you.
Thank you, Shohei. This was just so wonderful. Thank you for
Thank you.
sharing your brilliant musicianship with us. Thank you for
Thank you.
tuning in from so very far away. And we're just so glad that we could be together this way. So thank you.
Thank you.
And to everyone who tuned in today and this evening, thank you so much for coming. We have had such a good day, the very first Ferrum Fiddlers Festival. And now I hope you all get good rest, and we'll see you soon. Bye.